I'm going to give a brief summary about monetary policy, and I'm going to talk about shifts in the money supply which are caused by buying and selling bonds, increasing and decreasing Fed funds rate, discount rate, and required reserves. When the Fed buys bonds, money supply increases because people have more money to spend, and when the Fed sells bonds, people have less money to spend because all their money is gone to the government and the Fed. And a decrease in the Fed funds rate and the discount rate would result in an increase in the money supply because banks would be able to lend more. And same goes for a required reserve. For all three of these, if they're increased, then banks would lend less, therefore money supply would decrease.
So here we're going to look at the money market graph. In expansionary monetary policy, the money supply will increase, which shift to the right. That will cause the quantity of money increase and the interest rate to decrease. Vice versa, if the government sells bonds, which is a contractionary monetary policy, the money supply curve will actually shift to the left. This, of course, would will decrease the quantity of money and increase the interest rate.
So I'm going to talk about investment demand, and I'm going to show you the linkage between our money market and monetary policy and aggregate demand and real GDP. So we're going to take our interest rate from our money market and we're going to translate it into our investment demand graph. So we have this given interest rate and this quantity to it. Then we're going to have a shift in the money market because of expansionary monetary policy, which decreases our interest rate. Therefore, we're going to take that interest rate to our investment demand market, and we're going to translate it into the quantity. As you can see, the quantity of investment increases as our interest rate decreases. And because investment is part of our aggregate demand curve, which is equal to real GDP will increase.
Hi everybody, today I'm going to explain a cool linkage for you that you can use on your AP macroeconomic multiple choice. This is just a small linkage between the price of bonds and the nominal interest rate. So I figured out that there's a inverse relationship between the price of bonds and the nominal interest rate, and then you can represent this on a graph here. And by the way, I like to call this curve, feel free to call it whatever you want, but I recommend this name, the short run Jonathan Mossaway curve. So it shows the linkage between that if we decrease the price of bonds, we're going to increase the nominal interest rates, and if we increase the price of bonds, we're going to decrease the nominal interest rate. Something to remember for your multiple choice. Thanks.